Last time on Pokemon Sapphire Nuzlocke.
So who is the next teammate? Question mark. It is Tentacool. Or Jelly. Oh yeah, that's right, we don't even need to come here. What am I doing? Nah, Mrs. Puff is a monster. Alright, let's see how much this does. What? That was pretty good. Wow. And now, more! Hey everybody, it's time for some more Sapphire Nuzzle. Last time, we did some stuff in the Aqua Hideout. We got the Master Ball. And I failed to use Jelly at all after introducing him to our team. And today, well, I trained him a little bit off camera. You can see Titania, Pop-Tart, and Sprinkles, and Slushy as well are all level 37. So not very much training, honestly. I kind of excluded Whiscash again because there were grass types around. I just kind of trained everywhere in and around Lilycode City, and I came down here to see if he had a new puzzle for us. But it doesn't look like he does. I could have sworn... I didn't think we did a puzzle after the win. Oh yeah, we did. That was the quiz one. All right. I don't know what's happening, but today I actually want to try some of these rematches because some of you may know the level curve kind of goes up a little bit. And to give you an idea, the next gym leader has level 42 Pokemon. Yeah, so I want to see if I can get some higher level Pokemon. So we're gonna go through all these trainers, or at least a few of them. I have no idea what their levels are, so yeah. So why don't we start with Route 118? Okay, first one, I guess. I probably shouldn't be leading with Whiscash because I'm assuming you're using a grass type. Yeah, level 26. What? Man, this is nothing. Mrs. Puff could probably take that, but this will not be the episode where I lose a Pokemon to a Pokemon that is 10 levels below mine, so yeah. But if Shroomish outsped us, then the Mega Drain, well, okay, I still probably wouldn't kill us, but whatever. Well, seeing how low level they are, I'm wondering if I should just cut these out, because honestly, I'm just gonna sweep them all. It won't be interesting to watch. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through these, and if there's a particularly interesting battle where the levels are maybe a bit higher, then I'll show it. So until we see an interesting battle, oh god, level 27 Sandslash. I think last time this Sandslash was like level 22, and it almost wrecked us, so... Sweet revenge! Hopefully, yep, don't stand a chance. That was an interesting battle. I liked what he said there. Nor have I found strong Pokemon. Wow, way to just diss your Sandslash, god. Kids are shouting outside my house. Well, apparently I never fought this person because they actually came up to me, so I'll show it. They're probably really underleveled, but who cares? A level 24 Sandshrew. Ooh, pretty intense. Or not at all. So there are a few other rematches to do here in the desert, so I may as well go over something while we're going around here. I meant to do this at like the very beginning of the episode, but I kind of forgot about it. You noticed that at the beginning of the episode I had, I think Quinn do the intro this time, thanks to her, but I realized that, you know, every time I ask someone to do my intro, they ask, why are you asking people to do your intro? And then I wonder, why am I doing that? But that aside, I figured, you know, why have people who are completely unfamiliar with the series do it when I could have, you know, you guys do it? I don't know how many viewers I actually have here, but yeah, if you actually want to do the intro, you know, last time on Sapphire Nuzlocke, just, I don't know, PM me or Skype or something and we can do it. Just, I'd prefer it if you had a better mic. I mean, just as long as it isn't terrible, honestly. Yeah. I mean, just anything works, honestly. I imagine if you're watching this, you probably try Let's Playing yourself, so you probably have a decent mic. So yeah, there you go. I figured it'd be more fun for all of us if we just had actual viewers do it, rather than people who aren't as familiar with the series. And so I can't find these trainers I want to rematch, so I guess I'm just gonna cut ahead. We got a Raspberry, guys! It's all good. We got that. Whoa! Watch out, guys. We've got a badass in here. Okay, this is a bit serious. Alright, I don't think there's anything it can do to Mrs. Puff, so I'm just gonna go ahead and Earthquake, and is that gonna kill it in one hit? Yep. Well, that's the most powerful trainer I've seen so far. I've gone through about 4 of these now. I decided to skip 1 or 2 of them just because I knew they'd be weaker, judging from the levels before them. So there you go, a level 34 Manectric. That was incredibly interesting. Okay, if you're anything like that, gentleman, you'll have high-leveled Pokemon. Let's see. What have you got? I'm gonna guess Roselia. Nope, a Kecleon. That's pretty cool. I'm thinking the worst thing you could do to me is... What does Kecleon even do? I'm honestly trying to figure out, what can a Kecleon do to Mrs. Puff, honestly? Oh yeah, I meant to do that in the opposite order. I meant to do Earthquake and then Surf. That was stupid. Whatever. Earthquake will still do... It might do enough damage to kill it, probably. It's a very powerful attack. Yeah, yep. But this isn't even her final Pokemon. That was just the warmer-upper. Wait, was it? Alright, yeah. Oh, she's got us a Viper. Oh boy. I guess I recalled these rematches to be a little bit more difficult. I mean, I've seen Let's Plays where people had troubles with them. Maybe I'm just not fighting the right trainers. Oh well, I will say I'm getting a lot more XP doing this than I was fighting the wild Pokemon. You know, getting about 200 from the Pokemon in this route, and I'm getting about 1,000 per, you know, from that Kecleon, for example. Whoa! Okay, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. I'm getting out of here. Okay. Okay, I can't fake enthusiasm. I'm sorry. I've never been good at it, really. Unless I'm, you know, trying to be sarcastic. Whatever. So this is a Breloom. It's level 31. It's 6 levels away from being as good as Slushy. So that's pretty scary. This guy's a Pokemon that is 6 levels away from being a Slushy, which is pretty terrifying. We gotta get that out of here immediately. I think besides that, the only trainer I have left to fight really is another Pokemon Ranger on this route. So, and here she is. How's your journey with Pokemon going? This is going pretty good, I guess. I mean, one of them died. That was unfortunate. Yeah. Well, I guess you have Grass type, so I'm gonna lead with Pop-Tart, the Rock Bug type. Yeah, cause why not? Look at that. Anorith is such a monster. I just can't wait until Anorith is an Armaldo. It will be an absolute monster then, and I will finally get to just wreck the rest of the game. Because I haven't been doing that already. No, what you've seen so far is me just doing, you know, a little bit well. That was terrible. What you've seen so far is me doing, you know, pretty well. I don't even know anymore. Okay, well, I think that's it. I'm gonna check the Pokénav one more time and make sure. I purposely skipped a few of these just because they were on routes where I know they'd have low-level Pokemon. Yeah, that's by Mobile. Yeah. Wait. Okay, so now we can move on. I thought that'd be a lot more interesting. Oh well. I guess now there's nothing left to do but to fly to Mossdeep. Now, this is gonna be interesting. If you're familiar with this game, which you probably are, you'll know that Hoenn has this gigantic ocean to the right of, you know, the land. Yeah, it's about, you know, it's a little bit to the right of the land, yeah. And it's a pretty big ocean. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I want to say there are 6 water routes, but there might be more, honestly. I'm not too sure on that. And I'd like to explore all of it pretty thoroughly, but I mean, I'm not going to go completely out of my way to get every single little thing, so that gives you an idea of how much I want to get done here. So to make this more bearable, I have a map of the ocean right in front of me in this little guidebook. It's meant for Emerald, but I imagine it works for this too. I'm going to use a Super Repel here because, as you remember, I want to try and get a Staryu here a little bit later on in Lilycove City, so yeah. Also, this gives us an opportunity to catch some new Pokemon, right guys? I should lead with Breloom so we can go ahead and do that. More water types, we need that on our team. We don't already have 2 of those. If you just float in the sea like this, Pokemon come around to play. You mean the tentacles? I'm not sure you should be playing with tentacles, honestly. On the note of tentacle, I've been meaning to say this. Just, I wasn't expecting to use the tentacle that we caught, but now we are, and now I realize I really don't like its nickname. It's just, it's kind of generic. Like, so many people name their, you know, they're jealous and they're tentacruel. They call them jelly, and that's exactly what I called mine. I wasn't thinking very much when I caught it, honestly. Oh well, we'll live with it. Thank you for your EXP, I appreciate it. You're lost at sea. You're like, what, half of a tenth of a mile away from Lily Cove City, right? Alright, well, let me get an idea of where I am. Okay, I'm directly to the right of Lily Cove. Huh, it's weird how that works, isn't it? I'm just gonna stand still so you can fight me. You're riding a Pokemon instead of swimming yourself? I am envious! Well, I mean, you have water Pokemon, I imagine, no? What do you have? Are you just kind of hanging out with a Rhyhorn? Yeah, you can ride around on that. What's wrong with that? I mean, it looks pretty big. Okay. Maybe a bit silly to ride around on a Carvana. However, riding around on a Sharpedo could be interesting. Yeah, an interesting note on Sharpedo, I don't think I've talked about this. If you look at Sharpedo, and you look at Garchomp, they look very similar. Color-wise, they both have that star on their face, and they're both sharks. Some people speculate that Garchomp was originally going to be an evolution of Sharpedo. I can see that, honestly. But then I guess they decided, no, this design is too cool. This needs to be a pseudo-legendary in Gen 4, so... I'm guessing that's how it went down. Alright, we'll leave a double battle here. Here I am in the sea, but who's with me? My little brother! I'm so sorry. Let's battle, so I won't have to dwell on that. Wait, so is this a double battle? Yes. Okay. Let's see, they're riding around on a Chinchou and a Carvana. Chinchou's an interesting Pokemon. A lot of people think that Chinchou was actually introduced in this gen because in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, like, it's almost impossible. Well, not almost impossible, you would have to go out of your way to get a Chinchou, but how do we want to do this? I'm thinking Giga Drain on that Carvana, and their moveset is so bad. Oh, Acid hits both of them? I never knew that. We learned something new today. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna take out that Carvana. Now that Chinchou, it might know an electric type attack, but I'm thinking Jelly can take it. Jelly has good special defense. Flail? What do you even do, Chinchou? What, you're gonna flail me? Get out. I'm gonna punch you and then I'm gonna rub acid all over you. Okay, that's kind of weird. Just a little bit. Wait, why'd acid? Oh yeah, acid did more then because I know I mentioned this before, but attacks do more damage when it's just on one target instead of two. So like damage from Earthquake or Surf would be kind of split between two targets. Not split, but it'd be like 70% on each of them, I think. I don't know, I'm not sure on the logistics, but there we go, I got that out of the way. I know that, at first here, when you're first going into the ocean, there's not very much to do unless you want to go south of Mossdeep, which is where we're aiming to go right now, in case you weren't aware. How about a battle? Okay, sure. You're not going to give me a choice, so may as well. And I think we're actually almost already at Mossdeep. I never thought the water routes were that bad in this game, honestly. I mean, they're fun to explore, if you ask me. There's all sorts of secrets you can find, and especially after we get Dive, there's some fun stuff we can do with that. I never thought it was that big of a deal, but everyone's like, no, Hoenn is terrible, too many water routes. Ugh. I don't know, I guess I will say that's really annoying that you have to keep putting up with water encounters on these routes. That's kind of a bother. You're sending in a Wingull. Who is our certified Wingull killer? Titania. Right. If you said Titania, you were right. Give yourself a pat on the back. So I'm trying to figure out how am I gonna handle the 7th gym, because I know for a fact. Okay, yeah, in Emerald, this gym is a lot harder. They really buffed the 7th gym in that game. Basically, in this game, you only have to worry about a Solrock and a Lunatone in a double battle. In Emerald, you have to worry about a Xatu and a Claydol at first, and then those two. And that Claydol is kind of a monster, and I'm pretty sure that Xatu has some really powerful attacks as well. So it's no fun for anybody, really. In Emerald, at least. But even in this game, that Lunatone knows Ice Beam, and I know that would annihilate Sprinkles, so we gotta watch out for that. Say, how am I gonna handle that? It's a good question. I could try using Jelly, but I mean, he's weak to Psychic. He has good special defense, but he's still weak to Psychic. I don't know, it'll be interesting. Maybe lead with 2 of my water types and then just have them both use Surf. Would that do it? They will be level 42. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, yeah, I'm using a Repel. And yes, I'm well aware that I ran away from my encounter on this route. I don't care. I don't need a Wingull or a Tentacool or whatever it was that I found. I honestly don't even remember. I wasn't paying attention. And here I was getting ready to catch a Pokemon with Breloom. I'm so stupid. Alright, this is nothing. Now, if I remember correctly, right down here, we have more water. No, we also have this. And if we trade you our plates, I think, yeah, you find these shards by using Dive, and if you give him shards, you can get evolutionary stones, I do believe. My guide isn't telling me because these guidebooks are awful. We learned that in Pokemon Coliseum. Whatever. Let's go back out to sea. And now we're officially in Mossdeep City. Okay, sure. Is there anything else I want to do before I stop here? It doesn't look like it. I mean, I'll look out a little bit for trainers, but I really don't think there's much left to do. That didn't take long at all. I'm happy about that. Oh, we have one trainer. Are you lost at sea? We're like just to the left of Mossdeep City. Whatever. This is gonna sound weird, but I think they actually could have afforded to make the ocean bigger. Hear me out now. Like, it just seems like it's really close quarters, the entire ocean. Like, you go from Lily Cove to Mossdeep in like less than 5 minutes if you're using a Repel and you're avoiding all the battles. And I didn't think. Oh, okay. As long as you don't poison me. Yeah, I should probably switch out. Who wants to kill a Tentacool? I'm sure Pop-Tart would love to, because Pop-Tart is almost an Armaldo. Get ready, world. Get ready. But yeah, I think they could have afforded to make the ocean bigger. Maybe they could, like, have the camera pan out right as you were starting to surf, so you could see more of the ocean as you were going, and it was just really big, and there was no, well, encounters. See, that'd be really cool. It could be like an entire cinematic sort of thing. Well, maybe not. That'd be kind of lame, but I don't know. Maybe if they make Ruby and Sapphire 2, we'll get that. And yes, I would honestly rather have Ruby and Sapphire 2 than a remake, honestly. I think it'd be more interesting. I will say I'm glad that they waited until Gen 6 to, you know, make a remake. I mean, it's not confirmed at this point that they're gonna make a remake of this game in Gen 6, but I'm glad they didn't do it in Gen 5 because it honestly didn't feel like, you know, there was much different between 3rd Gen and 5th Gen, graphically wise. Maybe that's just me, but whatever. Pop-Tart must be getting close to level 40. I can't imagine he's much farther at this point. And I think that's it for trainers. Unless we go further south, which we don't want to do quite yet. Maybe they do intend you to explore the entire ocean before taking on the 7th gym. That kind of makes sense, because their levels are so high. That would make sense. Let's see, do we have... Oh no, we're supposed to explore Shoal Cave. Okay, we'll do that as well. Or we'll do that, and then we'll do the gym. That's what I meant. Okay. Well, welcome to Mossdeep City. We got the Super Rod somewhere here. I don't remember where, though. Do I need to heal? Probably. Okay, we took maybe 1 hit that entire time. That's kind of pathetic. The gym leaders in this town are a formidable duo. Their combination attacks are, like, excellent and WoW. Oh, okay. They're just like excellent and WoW. That's interesting. I kind of want... it doesn't really matter, but I think it'd be interesting if they just kind of let you figure out it was a double battle, like, right as you got to them. Instead of just being like, hey, the gym battle is a double battle. You know, wouldn't it be cool to just kind of walk up there and be like, oh, I was expecting a single battle, but now I'm battling 2 trainers at once. This is so meta. Except not at all. Well, here we have Steven's house. And I know in the post-game we can get a Beldum here, but not yet. I actually wasn't expecting you to be home. Hi, Steven. It's nice to meet you. For, like, a 3rd time. It's a little embarrassing how empty it is here. You should take this HM. It's Dive, but we can't use it outside of battle until we beat Tate and Liza, so... Oh god, what am I gonna teach Dive to? Such a bad move. It's base 60, so it's just bad. You would think it'd be better than Surf because it takes 2 turns to use it, but no, it's worse. And you take extra damage from Surf while you're using Dive, believe it or not, kind of like how Dig and Earthquake works. So yeah, Steven is all about those stones. He's all about those rocks, if you know what I mean. It means that he enjoys rocks. Can you give me a TM? It likes blue box. Okay. That's pretty neat. For some reason I thought you'd give me a TM. You failed me. Okay, so there's the gym. Where do I get the super rod? You're not gonna give me anything, are you? This door threw me off so much as a kid. I was like, maybe after I beat the champion, it'll unlock and I'll be able to catch Suicune in there. I was a very stupid child. I just thought that, well, there's a door there, so obviously I have to be able to go through it, but from what I know, there's nothing behind there. It's just such a tease, like, oh, here's this mysterious door with some yellow light coming from the other side. Either that or it's just a yellow sticker. It's hard to tell. If you're playing Emerald, there's gonna be some Team Magma stuff going on here in Mossdeep City, but we're playing Ruby and Sapphire, so that's not happening. Unfortunately, that would be more interesting. This rock has a special meaning. Okay, that's pretty cool. Is that why Steven lives here, so he can live close to the special rock? I could have sworn you gave me the King's Rock. Do I not have enough room for it or something? Alright, whatever. This is super odd. Are you up here? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna take my super rod now. This might end up being a shorter episode, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just fly over to Lily Cove, see if I can get that Staryu, and then end the episode. I think that's a good plan. I have no idea how long this episode is because I did so much cutting at the beginning there. I don't know, maybe we can take 2 seconds to kind of look around in here. I know we can get a sunstone in here, so we can go ahead and do that. Oh, that was easy. The first guy we talked to gives it to us. It's like they know. The Hoenn region has been famous for its meteor showers. Okay, cool. The rocket's launch is imminent. I kind of like Hoenn's kind of lore, if you could say that. It's an interesting region, I think, with the land and the sea. I don't know. I'm kind of a fanboy for this generation, honestly, because I grew up more so on this, and then a little bit on 4th gen. Even if it's 99% okay, the whole thing is useless if 1% happens to be no good. Oh, okay, that makes sense. What's going on up here? Okay, story time. When I was a kid and I was playing Ruby, I had more than 300 hours in that game, and I think how it works is you talk to one of these guys and they say, we're launching, like, the... What, is it you that says it? I know there's an NPC somewhere in here that says, like, we're launching rocket number 5 or whatever. And I think it depends on your playtime, but say you play for like 100 hours, they'll say, oh, we're launching rocket number 33, and you play for 150 hours, they say, oh, we're launching rocket number, I don't know, 50, but... As a kid, I read online that, hey, when they're launching the 100th rocket, they'll ask you to go on board, and then you can go into space and catch Deoxys. And I was like, wow, that makes so much sense, so... I waited until there was rocket number 100. Now, when I came here to check which number they were on, and they're on rocket number 101, and I was so pissed because I missed my chance to get Deoxys. Come to find out, that entire thing was BS. Yeah, I was a very gullible child, as it turns out. Alright, well, story time's over. We're gonna go see if we can get a Staryu. If it's anything like, you know, that Barboach, or that Shroomish that we got, we should get it. I should probably go ahead and register that Super Rod, since I don't use my bike very much. I am almost positive we haven't gotten an encounter here. You saw I was being pretty careful with the repels, so I'm just gonna assume that I haven't found anything here. We'll lead with Slushy so we can paralyze it, assuming we find it. 10% chance, Staryu! It's so nerve-wracking. Any day now. We're on 5. Wait, I got away! No, it didn't! Surely you jest! Wow, that sucks. It's very rare that you actually mess up on this. Wow. Okay. Gotta focus. Okay, apparently I just suck. Oh, okay. It's probably a Magikarp. Oh, it's a Wailmer. Oh, gee willikers! It's a level 31 Wailmer! It is my first encounter. Why not? Whee! May as well, I guess. I know we could catch a much higher level Wailmer, probably near Mossdeep, but... Why not? Let's catch this Wailmer. You know what, tell you what, Wailmer, if you survive this Mach Punch that I'm about to send at you, you can belong in RPC. He's worthy of rotting in my PC, that is. Let's see, let's use an interesting ball. Let's use the nest ball. That's a cool ball. Yay, we caught the Whalmer, and I guess that's it for today. There's not much else going on, so next time, with nothing else to do... Oh wait, no, we gotta go explore Shoal Cave, of course. I forgot about that. I'm so stupid. We're gonna explore Shoal Cave, and maybe we'll start the Mossdeep City Gym. I don't know, I might just devote the entire episode to exploring that area north of Mossdeep. I'll see you guys then. What do I want to nickname this? Let's go GJEFF. That's a good name.